Australia's economy was almost grey-listed because it purposely ignored one of the biggest gaps in its financial crime laws, and we almost paid for it on the global stage. Let's unpack the story you won't hear on the news, look at what could have happened, and why this is actually a massive win for the good guys. Now, there's a global financial watchdog called the Financial Action Task Force, or FATF for short. Every 6 years, FATF assesses a country's financial crime laws and they score them. If you score too low, you risk being grey-listed and the world starts treating your economy like a liability. FATF rates every country on how well they regulate the professions most exposed to financial crime, like accounting, law, and if you've watched my last video, real estate. So where did Australia sit? Well, you honestly can't make this up because Australia scored 0%. Since 2006, Australian banks, casinos, and other services have had strict money laundering obligations. They have to verify who their customers are, and they also have to report suspicious transactions. But if you were moving dirty money through an accountant, property, or a law firm, nobody was required to stop you. The worst part is that the government knew about this and that this was happening because a fix was promised back in 2007, but that fix was shelved, and then it was shelved again. When a country gets grey-listed, foreign banks start refusing to process transactions, investors start pulling money out of the economy, trade finance dries up, the value of the currency drops, and borrowing costs skyrocket. As of October 2025 and February 2026, countries on the grey list include Syria, Haiti, and Kenya. Pakistan has just been removed, but when they were on the grey list, foreign countries refused to lend to them, their credit rating was downgraded, and it took 4 whole years just to get off the list. Now imagine that happening to our economy. Our next FATF evaluation is coming later this year, and 2 decades later, the government has finally taken action, but only because they're in damage control. This is a massive win. With the new regulation, there are now 100,000 more businesses looking out for the community instead of it just being the banks. If you watched last week's video, you'll know exactly what kind of dark money flows through these gaps. Stay tuned for more.